Now, if you wanted to win a free reading from me, all you need to do is subscribe to the channel today. You'll be able to see who is the winner. Okay, I did have some past winners as well, and nobody responded or reached out to me. And I'm a little concerned, let me know if you guys are getting the notifications. Make sure you click on that all bell. You might want to unclick it and click it back so that you'll be able to get all of the notifications as well, okay? So if you're not subscribing to me and you've been here and you've been resonating with the readings, definitely subscribe on today, and please share out the video, share to your families, friends, and social media, and also like the video up so that the algorithms can move in a way where people are able to see the videos, because obviously I am shadow banned probably around all social media, and YouTube is constantly taking my subscribers, viewers. Also, they even put a false day on my video in regards to, like, I just posted the video and it says 10 days ago. So they definitely are playing games, and they have played games, because I've been on this channel growing it for 3 years and we still haven't even gotten to 10,000. So those who appreciate and love the channel and you haven't subscribed, definitely do subscribe and make sure that you are getting the notifications and viewing the videos as well, okay? So we are going to be getting started here on today. We're just going to do a general collective reading on today to see exactly what you need to know and exactly what you need to hear, so that you'll be able to get the answers, the direction, the closure, the healing, and whatever else that you're going to be needing on today, okay? Great. So let's go ahead and light the candles, clear out the energies here, clear out the cards with some sage as well. And then we can go ahead and get started, okay? So that we could also be able to wait for some people to come on over here as we're clearing out the energy, lighting sage and Palo Santo, or clearing out the cards as well. So we got Inang and Fuzzy. I'm doing fantastic on tonight. How are you doing on tonight? What's up? Let's see, Man Jeet as well. Greetings, everyone. Glad to see you here. We had just started on the live, so give me a minute so that I could light some sage, clear out the energies and everything, clear out the cards, and we're gonna go ahead and get started on a general collective reading on today, okay? So if you are new to me, definitely if you resonate with the readings, please do subscribe, share out the video, and like the video as well. You could go to the 3 dotted lines in the right hand corner and give the live a thumbs up. Okay, so we're gonna get started here. I just wanted to light some Palo Santo and all that kind of stuff. Hey, how are you all doing on today? Man, I so kind of got lucky where I didn't have to work today. So I finished a little bit of my task, and I said to myself, let me go ahead and go live so that I'll be able to see my peeps and give them a message on today. All right, so we're gonna start out with the High Council Oracle Tarot deck here to see exactly what Spirit has for you all on tonight, okay? Greetings, Odessa. Good to see you all here. We got 1 that fell on the floor. We got 2, we got 3. Are we gonna start with 3? Okay, we're gonna start with 3. Let me get them from the floor here. See, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can do it like this. All right, so the first one we got is the Ace of Swords here, popping up over here, okay? And then we got the Hangman showing up here next. And then we got La Mama Dama here as well, okay? So what I'm getting at this moment in time, I think that a lot of you all are realizing and coming to the conclusion that when it comes to this person that you were dealing with, this relationship, the situation that you were dealing with, you felt like now it's time to look at it in a different way. Now it's time to really move on and get over the situation because, you know, you have a lot of new things, new opportunities that are coming up for you that you know, and you don't want anything or anybody to get in the way with that, right? You don't want any type of blockages at all whatsoever. So therefore you're like, you know what? I'm just going to work within myself and heal from that situation, heal from that person, and move on, you know, and honor myself, appreciate life a little bit more, you know, heal from this situation and stuff. And then whatever have happened, make do with that and continue to move forward. You know what I'm saying? And you're deciding to let go and surrender to spirit in regards to the situation, and you really are breaking out of old patterns and or choosing to break out of old patterns in your life, especially when it came to this person or people, situation, or thing that had just happened. You know what I'm saying? And you're really moving forward to really seek a lot of clarity and truth in your situation and in your life in general, with the Ace of Swords being in here. And by doing that and the willingness to do that, Spirit is granting you some really great breakthroughs, some significant breakthroughs that you are having in or will have in your life at this moment in time, because you chose to get out of the energy of stagnation, of blaming someone else, of guilt, of unforgiveness. And you decided to, you know, look at things in a different perspective, to really move on and to work with yourself and to heal or whatever. Because a lot of you all are now, you know, using your intuition or have used your intuition in the past dealing with the situation. And that's why you broke it off. That's why you decided to move on, you know, from this person situation. And you really are. The big reason is because you're really going through this metamorphosis within yourself, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, you know, as well. And you're probably even changing your environment as well, and being around, you know, certain people as well, because even though you have been in a dark patch in the past, or even at this moment in time, you will finally, or you're finally at this moment in time looking at the light, looking at, you know, the light at the end of the tunnel, as they say, right? Which I think is beautiful and wonderful as well. You're cleansing the heart chakra as well, working with La Mama Dama. And she's also, you know, here to help you as well, because you're thinking about like, hey, I'm trying to move on because I got this opportunity. I'm trying to be successful and everything. You know what I'm saying? Forget the undeveloped fruition or things that didn't happen in my life. I'm looking at things in a different way. I'm going down another path, and I'm just, you know, forgetting about, you know, the bad things, the dark things, the heartbreak and stuff that have happened towards me, which I think is great to be able to see things in a bigger perspective, in a different perspective, and be able to shift your energy, shift your direction when it came to, you know, going through this situation, no matter what it is, with the one person or people. This is what that you have chosen, and I'm definitely proud of you, and Spirit is proud of you as well. Okay, so let's see. Stay tuned to seeing what else is going to be happening next. We got one so far. Give me a couple more. Gratitude, Spirit. Gratitude, Spirit, for the messages on today. The next one is time to rest. The Four of Cups. And lastly is the grievance card. Yeah. So again, it's confirmation that you were in a love relationship, and the person that you were with definitely grieved your heart, definitely probably perhaps broken your heart and made you feel a certain type of way because of their cheating that they had done, their lies, their manipulation. Some of them were wearing masks, and they wasn't even truthful in regards to who they were. You know what I'm saying? That you were probably dealing with a narcissistic person here. You know what I'm saying? Blaming you for everything and making everything your fault, right? But in actuality, you know what I'm saying, although you tried to fix things, it didn't work because it wasn't your fault. It was this person. This person would have never changed because what? First of all, they're very selfish and they're very narcissistic and stuff. And they also are very controlling as well. You know, some of them probably not only emotionally abuse you, mentally, but also physically as well. Perhaps I grabbed you one time by the throat and stuff and tried to control you or make you do certain things for some of you all as well, and you definitely, look back to that situation with the Four of Cups, and I'm thinking that they probably think about the situation and probably even miss you as well, because you probably was one of the people that actually was the best thing that ever happened to them in their life. So they were feeling this remorse and regret and a feeling of loss and pain and stuff like that. But you had to move on, not only because of boredom, but because you had a loss of motivation and you knew that it just wouldn't work. You know what I'm saying? You were looking at other things and seizing other opportunities that came towards your path. You know what I'm saying? Even though sometimes you have nostalgia about the situation, and maybe they do too, but you just definitely just wanted to end the stagnation of it and start to build yourself, out of this rut and build your life in a way how you want it to be, because you realize that this person is not going to be the one that is going to continue to move you forward or push you forward, towards your goals or towards your ambitions or whatever other ideas that you have in your life in order to, in regards to being successful, and I think that was, a great decision, to make. So Spirit, give me a couple more cards here. What else? Okay, gratitude. We got one. We got two. All right. What else? Next, we got the Governess of Pentacles here. And we got the Two of Swords. Yeah. So with you making the decision to move on, no matter how hard it may be, because at one point you were in denial in regards to what was going on, whether they were really lying or really cheating or whatever. So that really had you at a crossroads and stuff, but with the Governess of Pentacles, you definitely start stacking your coins, especially for the ones who were married or in a relationship where you lived with this person. You definitely was saving your coins because you knew that this eventually wasn't going to work out and you definitely needed money. Or maybe you have a person that had a lot of money and they definitely, use you and abuse you in this type of way too, when it came to your finances and stuff, drained you from your finances as well. You know what I'm saying? And wasn't a partner when it came to that. But even though you had some hesitancy, within yourself, you still felt like, man, this person is a stalemate. You know what I'm saying? I cannot no longer, build with this person. And this is not my true person or my true, love here. You know what I'm saying? And at one point, like I said, you were stuck at the crossroad or felt like you were stuck in the middle when it came to certain situations in this situation or relationship as well. Okay. All right, if you resonate with the reading, feel free to tap on that screen and give the video a thumbs up. And if you're new and you haven't subscribed, please feel free to do so now. Gratitude, Spirit. We got one. Give me two. Give me two more. Gratitude and gratitude. All right. Okay, let's see. And because of the situation, confirmation with the Three of Swords that this person really hurted your heart, probably broke your heart as well. That's a confirmation that you maybe even have repressed emotions when it came to this past relationship, or even the person that you're dealing with at this moment in time, and still feel a lot of grief and probably, cry about the situation and stuff. And some of you all that were in a relationship with this person, some of them are still trying to get back with you, trying to reconcile the situation, no matter if they already know that they did what they did. They lied, they cheated, they manipulated, they wore a mask and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They abused you and everything. They still are trying to make a way back into your heart, even though right now you're still shattered. You know what I'm saying? You still, have a lot of repressed emotion. You are still grieving and stuff. So I don't know why they think that this is the right time for them to even come back or whatever. But with the Temperance card being in here, you definitely are trying to balance things out, especially when it comes to your emotions and your situations at this moment in time, because a lot of y'all, again, had to move out from their place and stuff. And that really brought a lot of even more decisions and trauma and, financial burden on you as well, and a lot of y'all perhaps live by a large body of water or the ocean as well. Some of y'all might be from the West Coast. But at the same time, you have definitely learned some things when it comes to this relationship and even past relationships and situations and stuff. And making sure the next time you're going to be considerate with love. You're going to take your time. You're going to balance things out. Also, when it comes to your money and spending and giving to people, you're going to be diligent with your money as well and being very careful when it comes to that. You learn a lot of different things and stuff. You learn that life is like too short, and you definitely deserve better, which I think that's a great thing for you to be able to know. And, even though you were impatient in the past, you're definitely learning patience as well. And that's probably one of the reasons why you went through this situation. We go through certain situations and experiences for a reason. It's not for nothing, right? And out of that, we could see hindsight in a different perspective that we actually, learned some lessons, which is the main point of, going through certain situations and stuff, But with the Three of Pentacles, you definitely are going to be, collaborating with other people, or you probably are dating multiple people or something in that effect. But at the same time, there's some opportunities that are going to be coming up for you that is going to lead to monetarily type of opportunities, because a lot of y'all are like talented in different ways. I don't know if you're an artist, a painter, or something like that. Some of y'all might be a model. Some of y'all probably are already in the limelight, probably a social media influencer or even a star or an influencer as well, And right now you're just balancing out your life, and pretty soon the lot of money that you will be having as well, But a lot of y'all are, like I said, getting over the disharmony, not only in your love relationship, but also in friendships, family ships, or anybody else as well, because you're trying to limit the bickering and arguments and the disputes that you have had, with other people. And it might have been other three type of people, especially with the Three of Swords that you had to deal with that wasn't your lover as well. Like I said, coworkers, family, friends, that you had to deal with in that type of way. And seeing, not seeing clearly, open your eyes to some of the things that you didn't see, especially when it came to this person or people or situation that you are grieving at this moment in time. And Spirit is allowing you to know, like, open your eyes. You know what I'm saying? With the Two of Swords being in here, a lot of y'all was in denial and purposely had this mask over your face, not really seeing things and situations, circumstances, and people for what they truly are. You actually had to go through the situation so that you'll be able to see exactly who this person is, the people that you were dealing with. But also there might be a person in your energy at this moment in time that might be crushing on you, and that you may or may not see or may not want to see at this moment in time, because you're still getting over the previous person or situation or people at this moment in time, but you're vowing to yourself, like, no more being blind to what, doesn't serve me, which I think that's a great epiphany that you could come across in your life at this moment in time, especially when it comes to people, All righty. All right, Spirit. What else do we have for them on today? What else do they need to know? And then we could get to some romance angels or romance and relationships cards. Just give me a couple more here, and then we could go to the next cards. I got one that's on my arm. That's very interesting. Something about, you know, you gain a lot of strength because of past situations, past relationship that you went through, especially this one in particular that we're talking about, you know. But, you know, Spirit has good news for you. You know what I'm saying? With the Wheel of Fortune being in here, you know, you no longer are going to go through misfortunes or mishaps or disappointments that you have been through with this person, people, thing, or situation in your life. You're now coming up to where you're going to have, you know, more opportunities, confirmation when it comes to money. You're going to start winning as well. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all perhaps have like an inheritance or money that's going to be coming out of the blue if it's not from this opportunity, job, or career, or whatever that is involving money. You definitely will get it no matter what, because this is for the situation that you had to go through. And a lot of you all have passed this test, because a lot of things that we go through are just tests in life, you know. And if you could pass it and stuff, definitely Spirit likes to reward, you know what I'm saying, his people in regards to, you know, giving them money or opportunities or anything that you desire, you know, in your life, which I think is a beautiful thing. It's almost like, you know, this is a token for what you went through, and perhaps this will make you feel a little bit more better. You know what I'm saying? You could heal a little bit more faster. I don't know about you, but it definitely would for me. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to opportunities, when it comes to money, okay? Which I think is beautiful. So we're gonna go to the next deck here, so we could get more into, you know, your relationship situation and see what else is coming up next for you when it comes to love, okay? All right. So we're gonna get my love and romance deck here, and then we'll go from there. All right, what else do you need to tell us when it comes to this love relationship, or the one that is coming up for them, Spirit, or anything else about their relationships? What do they need to know? Can you show us, please? Gratitude, 1, 2. Gratitude, 3, 4. We'll get these 4 first. All right, so we got sex on the beach, exotic places. So it might be the person you're dealing with, or the person that you will deal with when it comes to you spending time with them on the beach, getting very sexy and very intimate. And it might not even be on American soil, with the exotic places being in here. It might be in a different country or one of your favorite places, which I think that is something wonderful to look forward to, right? When it comes to this person that you're dealing with and or will deal with. And financial issues, you felt like you had financial issues, of course, with the Wheel of Fortune being in here and the Governess of Pentacles. You definitely will not any longer, if not at this moment in time, in the future, have financial difficulties, okay? So that's a good thing. And then taking a leap of faith, the Fool's card, right? So a lot of y'all are embarking on a new start and a new journey, especially for those who walked away from your bad situation when it came to this relationship, people, places, or things, or situations. So you definitely, even though you may not know or see what's going to come up ahead for you, you're definitely having faith in Spirit that, like, you know what I'm saying? This is going to be my next best step. You know what I'm saying? My next best step in life when it comes to everything, because thank God I got away from this cycle that was very abusive, that was liar, very manipulative, and so much, and in a lot of different type of ways, you know. So thankfully, you know, you got away, you know, from this cycle. You survived this cycle. That's crazy. What else do we need to know? Here's Spirit. Give me a few more cards, please. Gratitude. I think we got 3 that fell on the floor. Let's go check. Yeah, looks like we got 3. Okay. Breaking loose of ties and strongholds. Wow. Definitely, like I was saying before in the beginning of the reading, that it was definitely hard to get away from this person. Not that you didn't want to get away from them, but because they're so like a cycle or possessive and everything. And it's almost like if I can't have you, nobody else can have you and stuff, you know? And this was like breaking loose of the ties and strongholds from this person or within yourself energetically, you know. But definitely that's what you're doing, you know, at this moment in time, which I think is a really, you know, great thing that is happening for you, you know. And with future focus, like again, since you're on a new start, you definitely are super focused in regards to what you want, especially when it comes to this new relationship, especially when it comes to the new opportunities when it comes to, you know, money, your career, your business, as well. And a lot of you are super focused on this big wand here. A lot of y'all are focused on this big one. I wonder who that is, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't even mad about it, because you're going to be on a rendezvous when it comes to your person, this new person or whatever, and go to the beach and get really sexy and intimate and stuff like that. I ain't even mad at it. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, with you taking a leap of faith, you know what I'm saying, and going to exotic places again, you know, who knows what those exotic places are at, and somewhere in the United States, somewhere in a different country, or maybe just in your house in the bathtub or the bathroom. I don't know. But this definitely is going to be a relief for you and something new and exciting for you when it comes to this relationship, because it definitely is going to be something new and different from, you know, your past person that was a cycle, that was very manipulative, a liar, a cheater. Definitely something very different. And a lot of y'all may date, you know, someone different outside of your race, somebody that is foreign, that is not from the United States, but perhaps living in the United States. I don't know, take whatever resonates, leave what doesn't. But no matter what, it's going to be something that you've been waiting for a long time, and I'm getting, and I heard very refreshing as well, okay? All right, so we got 1, give me 2 more. Let me see, we put that over here. Give me a couple more here, Spirit. All right, so I think we got 2 more. We got one that fell on the floor. Let's see what that is. I think that was probably like the first one. So it says family, friends interfering in your relationship. So that's probably one of the reasons why you broke up in your past relationship, even if it wasn't this cycle and the person that betrayed you or whatever. But a lot of y'all have family or friends, whether you know it or not, that interferes and like to interferes in your relationship, or, you know, this past relationship. So definitely, you know, a lot of y'all have to keep a watch out when it comes to your family and friends and stuff, you know what I'm saying, that like to be nosy and like to be in your business and stuff. And not everybody have, you know, good intentions. And especially if they see you in a really good, happy space, especially in another, a lot of them may not like that, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe they just really nosy because they don't got a life in them. They don't have nothing going on for them. But no matter what, I would keep an eye, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to friends and family members. Okay, who's this? Britt. I hear you haven't even seen him or talked to him, huh? Lucky you. If this is the cycle person, lucky for you, you know? But no matter what, with this a person that you're dealing with and or will deal with, you definitely are going to take it to the next level and move in together and buy a home together, which is something that is going to be a big step for you, because a lot of y'all have never even, let alone live with another person, then, you know, going to the next step to buy a home. So congratulations for the people that will be buying a home, whether with this person or even by yourself. I think it's really super exciting, because that shows again that you had this, you know, flow of income, of fortune, you know, when it comes to money, just appear in your bosom or something that you created. So I think that's a really beautiful thing. But back to this sexy person that likes to go to exotic places such as the beach to get freaky deaky, that have this big wand, you know what I'm saying? Think you're just so sexy in so many different ways, right? They think you have sexy lips, sexy legs, sexy hands. I mean, everything about you they absolutely love and think that you're just super sexy. You know what I'm saying? And maybe your past person didn't really ever give you compliments or make you feel good or pretty or handsome, you know, but this person, this new person that you are dealing with at this moment and or definitely will appreciate you, definitely will give you compliments and make you feel really super good about yourself and confident about yourself and stuff. And this is one of the things that you will, you know, absolutely, you know, love about this person. Okay. So what else do we need to know about this new person? Because man, not only are you a baller and or definitely your person is, because y'all taking it to the next step and buying a home. Okay. So you're going to be happy and satisfied, baby, like you have never been before. Okay. Take my word for it. And we got three more cards here. We got insecurities here, okay? We got insecurities, we got love spells, here we go. Obsessed and possessed. So this definitely confirms what I was saying earlier in regards to this cycle that they were or are, still is, very obsessed and possessed, you know? And that's why they're using love spells to get you back in or to keep you into this relationship. Even though they're a psycho, they're abusive and stuff, been acting very ugly. And why would you want to stay with a person like this? You know what I'm saying? So this person might be a warlock or even a dark witch that have the book of spells and stuff. And this is what they do on the daily, you know, because this person definitely have insecurities, right? Why else would they act in this type of way? Selfish, narcissistic, obsessed, possessed, acting like a psycho. You know, that ties into this, the reason why they acted the way that they did in the first place when you were in a relationship with them, and why they're acting in a way that they're acting right now, you know, trying to do love spells to keep you in or to get you back, which is like very silly, very, very silly. I don't think you or anybody else would want this person back, you know, but definitely, like I said before, it might be even some of your close people, your family and friends also doing some type of energy manipulation as well, besides these people I am getting at this moment in time as well. So keep an eye on the people that are around you, that is supposedly your family and friends in this past cycle as well, you know, because you're moving forward anyway in another love situation and taking it to the next level, buying a home. And guess what? Engagement ring, 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 ding, 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 ding. You're going to get married, baby. So you don't have time to be looking in the past, worrying about no cycle, trying to get back with something that not is going to move anywhere. You already know this from experience. So don't let this person hold you back and take what is yours and what you absolutely deserve, you know, especially for the ones who already like learned from this situation, you know, and this was just a test, like I said in the beginning, of what spirit, you know, have for you to see if you are ready for the next level, especially when it comes to this person and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Which I think for the most part, some of you are ready. Okay. Oh, you're talking about your son? Okay. All right. So, so this is really good news. You know what I'm saying? You never have to worry about the past person ever again. You know what I'm saying? Just watch your energy, guard your energy in your environment just in case, because if they're obsessive and possessive, then that gives them a reason to try to stalk you and show up in your environment no matter what, at home, at work, or whatever, asking people about you, where you be, where you go. I don't know, you know, who knows, you know, a psycho, you never know. It's unlimited to exactly what they could be doing, right? All right, so let's see. All right, so we're going to keep on using these. We're going to get a few more from these, and then we're going to get some last messages from maybe the Romance Angels deck here. Okay. So definitely stay tuned, tap on the screen, make sure you subscribe, and also like the video. Go to the 3 dotted lines at the right hand corner and click on the thumbs up, okay? And if you ever want a personal reading, of course, you can always reach out to me to book your reading. You can see in my description box exactly the links for that. So we got 1 so far that came out. Ooh, oh wow, I kind of like that. So we got, let me get a couple more. Just 2 more. Got 2, got 1. All right, so we got 4 more. Got more than what we asked for, which is okay. So we got take you shopping. We got talented. We got learning karmic lessons here. We got I want you bad now. And new opportunities here as well, okay? So your person, you know, not only think you just sexy all the way around, and you definitely think and know that they got this big wand, and because of it, you know, both of you all are just craving each other in a sexual type of way, and you both want each other, you know what I'm saying? And your crazy psycho ex might, you know, obviously want you too, because they're obsessive and possessive and doing love spells, mind you. But forget about them, you know. Your person definitely wants you and always wants you and never will leave you, because you're already buying a home, you're already getting engaged, so you definitely don't have to worry about nothing at all, because they love to spoil you and take you shopping and buy the things that you absolutely love. You know what I'm saying? And your person and or you may be talented, you may be musically inclined, you may like to dance, you might like to paint or whatever that is. This is definitely significant as well, you know. But because again, you know, you breaking loose of ties and strongholds, learning karmic lessons, again, like I said before, confirmation that this was just a test for you to be able to finally learn this situation so that you'll know that you can never ever go back to it. And the way, again, that spirit is rewarding you is giving you money, giving you opportunities, giving you this great person that you've been absolutely been wanting and craving for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And again, confirmation, you have new opportunities, business, job, career, that's going to bring you, you know, more money. Okay. So this is all good. The outcome is good no matter what you've been through. You know what I'm saying? You definitely will heal. And you definitely would get over it, obviously, with the new person coming in here, a different type of opportunities that's going to just keep you busy and make you feel good and happy. So I'm definitely happy for you, okay? So are y'all ready for the last messages here? We're using the Angels, Romance Angels deck to hear some last messages from Spirit here, okay? All right, Spirit, so what's some last messages that they need to know here? We got 3. Give me 1 more. All right, 4. So we're going to end it out with 4. Get 2 more on the floor. It says we got express your love. Express your love. Attraction. Forgiving and learning. And we got healing family issues. Yeah. So obviously, again, you both are attractive and definitely have this magnetic attraction towards each other. And this new person don't mind to express their feelings or show their love for you, obviously, with taking you shopping here. They definitely like to show you, and it might be one of your love languages or your person's love language as well. You know, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So definitely you have passed the test. You definitely have forgiven yourself, forgiven the past situation and stuff, and really like not only charged up, but also change your energy when it came to this, you know, because a lot of y'all have healed, you know, already, and you are forgiving, again, confirmation, and you have learned from this situation because it was a test. It was a lesson for you to be able to learn about relationships, about yourself, and what true love really is. How does it really look and what it really means, okay? Your person or you probably even had like this trauma type of bond, situation or whatever, because they're healing from family, childhood, and issues and stuff. And you may have a little bit of that as well. And that's why you probably were attracted to each other in the first place, right? It says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So it may have something to do with your parents, your childhood, people, places, other relationships. And this is why it was just so toxic and dysfunctional. And this is why this person is psycho in the way that they are. But the difference from the past person and you is that, you recognize exactly what had happened. You forgave the situation and you decided to heal within yourself. And that's why, again, you are led to be with, this person, this new person, this true love, that spirit allow you to be able to experience. So this is a really great, beautiful love language. If you resonated with it, definitely let me know in the comments box below, because I definitely, comment for those who are on the replay. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe today. Share out the video to your family, friends, and social media, and like the video. And subscribe again, okay? If you need a personal reading from me, or even mediumship where you can want to connect with past on loved ones, you definitely can check that out in the description box below, okay? I appreciate y'all so much for spending this time with me on today. I wish you all a really beautiful, blessed day on today. And until next time, love and light.